Today I'm going to be sharing 4 main actionable things that I'm currently in the process of implementing, all in an effort to increase my digital product sales. Now, I predominantly sell digital products as an affiliate, which means that I don't own the products myself. I'm selling other people's or other businesses' digital products in return for an affiliate commission every single time I help them generate a sale. And these affiliate commissions are just going to be normally a percentage of the sale. Okay, now these strategies or actionable things that I'm doing are things that would work for you as well if you happen to be someone that is more focused on selling your own digital products. So whether you're selling your own digital products or somebody else's as an affiliate, these strategies I believe will help you. Okay, so without much further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the first main thing that I'm doing. Okay, so number one is going to be creating more content. Okay, creating more content than I'm currently creating. All right, and this is all in an effort to drive more traffic. Right, if you have more people seeing your products, then of course you stand a better chance of making more sales. And I'm going to be doing this organically, right? I'm not spending any money on ads at the moment. Okay, this is all going to be through organic content. Now, one of the places that had been a main driver for me, which I kind of slowed down on, was YouTube, my YouTube channel, right? I'd started creating videos on a daily basis last year, but then I kind of slowed down, and obviously my views suffered as well. So that is going to be something that I'm going to be focusing on more, right? So drive more content, creating more content to drive more traffic. Now, I'm not only on YouTube, there's other platforms that I'm actually pretty excited about right now that I'm currently on. Like TikTok is probably my favorite right now of the ones that I'm actually doing. And this is maybe in terms of the results that I'm getting. Right, so I'm creating more content looking to create a lot more content on TikTok, right? I'm on Instagram as well. Threads is another great place, which I've kind of slowed down on, which I need to get back on. And what is the fifth one? I think, I'm also on Facebook, right? Now, I don't know if that's 5 that I mentioned, Facebook. There's another platform called Lemonade. But the bottom line is I'm looking to create more content, and it's the same piece of content that I'm creating each time and repurposing for the different platforms. Now, if you are just getting started, maybe I'd recommend you just, choose one platform and, stick to that. Or maybe 2, right? Maybe 2. And I only say that just because I'm not necessarily a fan of putting all your eggs in, leaving all your eggs in one basket. Let's just put it that way. Okay. So that's action step number 1. It's going to be creating more content, right? Now, the next thing is building an email list. Okay. I've been using email marketing and building email lists and stuff like that in the past. But, the main thing now is I'm looking to start using all these different platforms that I'm on to drive all that traffic to an email list. And the platform I'm using at the moment is one called Systeme.io. Okay, I've been using Aweber. I have others that I've been using, but this is a new one I've just started using Systeme.io, and as you can see thus far, I've collected 24 leads. Actually, it's 22 because 2 of those emails in there are mine. One's a Gmail, one is Yahoo. I put in there just for testing purposes to see where my emails are going, if they're going to spam and all that type of stuff, and just to make sure everything's working properly. I also like Systeme.io for the fact that it's free to get started with. So if anybody's on here that wants to say maybe replicate or try to do the same things that I'm doing, I can, you can share funnels and all that type of stuff. But it's a good platform to start that allows you to build your own landing pages, right? Send emails, all from the same platform. Okay, so if you're interested in getting started with Systeme.io for free, I would encourage you to check out one of the links in the description below this video that will where you can sign up for an account. All right, 100% free, and get going with it. And not only that, the good thing about Systeme.io, like I mentioned earlier, which is going to lead into the third thing that I'm doing, is a great place because of this idea of being able to share, being able to share funnels, right? So the third thing that I'm doing, right, is with the emails that I'm collecting, right? You have to market. You have to do email marketing, right? You have to send these emails. But what a lot of people do is just send emails and then direct people straight to whatever product that they're selling, right? One of the things that I have learned recently from, one of my mentors that, this is a seven figure mentor, right? And he has been doing this for ages, right? This exact strategy for ages, whereby you create like training videos, free value, free content that you use to pre-frame, whatever offer it is that you're promoting. So instead of just always sending people straight to an offer, you may send them to a piece of content, right, of yours that helps to educate, helps with some particular problem that product that you're selling overall solves. Okay, so it helps to pre-frame, it helps to get people in the, like to see why that product that you're promoting is going to actually help them, right? But not only that, you're also giving free training, right? It serves that purpose, and it also serves the purpose of building trust, right? Building trust with your audience, like the people that you're sending these emails to. Okay. Speaking of sending emails, the one thing that I forgot to mention about the second thing that I'm doing with building my email list, which to me is important only because like I'm kind of analytical in that sense. With Systeme.io, like when building your email list, they do have there's certain things you can do in order to track where your email leads are coming from. So if I'm promoting on several different platforms, I can set, create various different landing pages and set, attribute tags and stuff, which will help me to see where majority of my traffic is coming from. So that if I see that any one particular traffic source is not necessarily doing as well, I know not to waste as much of my time on there. Okay, so one, like I said, was creating more content. Okay, two was, instead of sending that content directly to a sales page or like a stand store with just products that I'm promoting, like you see most people doing, I'm collecting emails instead. Okay, so that's number two. And then number three, creating free training, right? Free training, free video training, right? Free video training in the that I would put in front of the products that I'm promoting as an affiliate, right? So it's to build rapport, give value, right? Like give people value so they can feel like they're actually learning stuff, which is also an incentive for them to want to stay on my list and not necessarily unsubscribe, right? And then the last thing, the last major thing that I'm doing is I'm going to be also paying a lot more attention to products that provide you with recurring affiliate commissions. Okay, and the reason why this is important is because it helps you to be able to at least get to a point where your income every month becomes a lot more predictable, right? If you don't have something recurring, remember that every single month you're always going to be starting from scratch, right? You're always going to be starting from ground zero, trying to hit a certain number of sales to hit whatever income goals that you have. Whereas when you have a recurring product, at the very minimum, you know that you can rely pretty consistently on a certain amount, right? As long as you're feeding you're generating enough sales of that recurring product, because you can get one sale, and that one sale can pay you month after month on a recurring basis for as long as that particular customer stays on board with that particular product. So it's going to be important to make sure that you have good products, right, where people will stay on long. Now, case in point, for example, if you get someone to start using Systeme.io, they do have an affiliate program as an example, right? And they will, right, once they start using it, if they see value in it, right, if it's serving them well, especially when it's free to start, and then they get to the point where, okay, maybe they need to start, using some more features that require them to pay. It's a great way. I best believe if someone starts there and their business is doing well, they are going to be customers and stay on that product for a long, long time, which is why it's important to, give people as much value as possible to help them to succeed. In essence, now with something like Systeme.io, if you're referring people to it, right, it is in your best interest to try to give them a lot of value and help them help their business be successful as much as possible, because the more successful it is, the longer and more likely they are to stay using that product, right? Which means more recurring commissions for you. Okay, so that's basically it in a nutshell. I know it's been a while since I haven't created videos or posted these long form videos on my YouTube channel. I'm looking to get back into that, right, and start creating more content. Okay, so those were the 4 main things. If you have any questions for me, please be sure to drop them in the comment section below. And if you found this helpful, please let me know as well. Give the video a thumbs up. And I will be progressively showing my journey as I go, right? You saw the number of contacts that I had with the leads that I'm accumulating over time. I'll start sharing all that type of stuff, and maybe all the sales that I'm generating from this new venture or this new launch, let's just put it, without including all my previous stuff that I've had in other email lists like Aweber and all that type of stuff. Okay, so go ahead and get started. If I do have a free training for you that's available, so that's going to be the first link in the description below this video. And then you can also, if you want to follow along and get going with this stuff and start building your own, also go ahead and sign up for your own Systeme.io account, all right, and get going with setting yourself up for having a great 2026. All right, thank you ever so much for taking the time to watch, and I will catch you in my next video. Ciao.